Well, it's Wednesday, September 28th, 2022. Um, it's the middle of the afternoon this morning. Um, my stepmother texted me to let me know that it was that time of year again, and if I was interested or wanted to. I don't think she actually asked. She was just more like, yeah. And so I responded this afternoon after I got back from work and taken a long sleep, as long as I could manage with all the outside noise. And it's like, yeah, yeah, we can go out for dinner, birthday dinner. It's not till it's a little while away. I'm not sure about exactly what is okay to talk about. I'm kind of thrown off a little bit about security, and it's like, am I compromising the integrity of myself, um, or anybody else around me, or linked by any degree of separation? I like to think that I'm keeping it private and anonymous. And also the fact that I am nobody. Um, I don't have any subscribers. No one really pays attention for any length of time, as I'm not really promoting or advertising or selling or trying to grow the channel. This is just a private archive, I guess. I don't see any reason to do anything different. So anyway, but I still think it's like mm, better to not reveal critical personal factors, as far as like, I don't know. It's like, okay, it's okay for me to talk about autistic stuff and alcoholic stuff and recovery stuff, because that's about me. That's part of my story. But as far as like names and places and dates and specifics, I think that's more uh, guarded, private information, which is I shouldn't disclose for fear of uh, somehow uh, the internet's not a safe place. Apparently, I did, yeah. But I guess you really don't know what's going on, and how data is being looked at. Um, as far as like word recognition software and advertising and marketing, and it's yeah. So anyway, I guess I just work with assuming that everything's okay, and that what I'm doing is so beneath the radar, of so little consequence, significance, relevance, or importance. I am a nobody, um, just a cog in the machine that helps keep the world marching towards whatever ultimate, well, I shouldn't say the world, I should say society, human civilization as it is, towards whatever final destination that's in store, um, which I cannot personally, on an individual basis, avert or change the course of, but not entirely. But I can do whatever and try to live better, be a better influence than how I used to be, which was not a very good influence. I was the type of person that you didn't want to meet, you didn't want to talk to, you would avoid at all cost, and that was fine with me. I didn't want to interact with anybody. A lot hasn't changed, actually, come to think of it. I mostly am back to limiting my interactions with people for my own personal sanity and their safety, whether they know it or not. Um, it is in their own best interest to not interact with me too much, because they will not receive the attention, the interaction that they might be expecting. Um, I have difficulty keeping uh, up appearances and maintaining an aura of being like a regular person. I was thinking about that today, about how I'm pretty good, because I've been doing it for a long time, of pretending to be like how I think other people want me to be for them. Really good at pretending. I can't keep it up forever. I can't keep it up for a long, long, long time. I have to retreat to isolation, to just be unobserved, be invisible. I didn't know that's what I was doing. The whole recharging and not just being able to not talk, not be seen, not have to be aware of how I'm presenting in the world, and could just fall silent and do whatever it is I do and relax. So I got pretty good at pretending, being an artificial person, and not an imposter. No, I don't know, because I was, but and people liked, for the most part, who it was. They didn't like when I got tired or grumpy or cranky and upset for apparently no reason. Apparently no reason. Other things would build up, accumulate, aggregate over time, and it's like that. Sometimes, like, people will get a reaction. It's like, whoa, what happened? And then because I would, have an anxiety or a reaction, and it seemed like it was, but it wasn't like just that one thing. It was accumulation over a long period of time. It wasn't that one thing. And people just always well, what did I do? And it's like, And it's like, I can't explain, and I don't want to explain, because then I feel like I have to prove it, and then it has to be good enough, and if I don't use the right words, then people just dismiss it as being invalid and not correct, and I'm wrong, and I shouldn't feel that way, and I'm wrong to feel that way, I shouldn't think that way, and wrong to think that way. I should, and they give me all sorts of advice and suggestions for how to not feel how I feel, how to not think how I think, and not be how, and it's like, I cannot not be how it is the way I am. I cannot not think the way it is that I think. I cannot not feel how it is the way I feel. And people don't understand. They understand how they think, and they don't understand that other people don't think how they do. They just assume everybody's like them. It's a common fallacy. And I do it too. I'm just as guilty. I forget that not everybody's autistic. It is a theme for me of, mistaken identity, not recognizing people. Pattern. So, anyway, I'm just going to read what I wrote yesterday. Welp, 50% of my subscribers just unsubscribed from my YouTube channel. Either it was a long-time error that I mistakenly ascribed to being a real person, or a duplicate account of my own that YouTube finally noticed and flagged for termination, hence correcting an inaccuracy. Here you go, sir. Fix that for you. Gee, thanks. 2 subscribers is now 1 subscriber. It literally removes the S off the word two, indicating and confirming the essence of a singular noun, far from plural. I was just talking about this too. Weird. Correlation and causation spookiness. Sad, sad. Not that it changes much. I don't think so. But they must have been a real person, because they at least clicked on my most recent upload before unsubscribing, making a conscious decision that, no, I don't want to ever see this person show up in my feed unannounced ever again. Something to that effect, I imagine. And yes, the number and variety of postings I could see as getting annoying if the person truly was not interested. But as for me, I probably have hundreds, if not over 1,000 subscriptions, that only pay attention or watch a very select few that slowly change over time as my interests change. I don't unsubscribe, though, to anyone. They are part of my journey, somehow. And after I don't watch any of their videos for a while, they stop being suggested to me. And I don't have notifications alerted for anyone except the one I write for, ghostwriting. This is the person I had been assuming was the second subscriber for the longest time, hoping was the second subscriber for the longest time, even if they never said anything or watched much or commented. or made their identity known. My original motivation to start creating content on YouTube was specifically to entertain them while they took a tech break in January 2021. Give them something to look at if they wanted. Gave me a platform to attempt to introduce myself. Talking about myself, my life, my beliefs, my experience. I wanted to be real for them. And in such a way that I could be less threatening or intimidating or requiring attention. They could watch or not watch, at their discretion and energy allowances. It was good exercise for me trying out something new, a new form of communication. I'm not very good at the razzle-dazzle showmanship of the social media salesmanship. Me? I just sit there and talk about whatever seems coherently relevant, significant, or of interest to me at the time. Everything. And I mean just about almost everything. I cannot and will never be able to socially compete with the outside world. I'm good at being myself. That's it. I just don't care about comparing, contrasting, evaluating, judging, and by proxy validating myself against others. I tend to only make myself feel bad. I have what is for me. It might not be as much as some, but I cannot go back and re-roll my stats and modifiers. I got what I got on my character sheet. I roll with it. All in all, truth be told, it is not a bad deal. But the world I live in, I tend to be influenced to feel that I should feel it is a bad deal, and that I need to work myself to death trying to be like everyone else, to be good enough, to qualify, to be eligible, to reap the rewards of being normal like everyone else. Yeah, about that. Well, you see, this is delving deep and I need to sleep. I'm a bit in an unruly, angst-ridden, sorry state, upset for unknown reasons. It literally could be over nothing. I have no corroborating evidence to support that anything is amiss. My intelligence checks say to stay the course. However, please note that my emotional intelligence is probably about a 7. So, I really like it. I do. I don't know. I am scared that I've said something or done something, that I've offended somebody, or I've done something wrong and I don't even know it, over the course of a period of time, not just like a single event, because that's how I deal with things. It's like if I'm getting stressed and then stressed and then stressed and then stressed by a single person, it builds up and then it's going to result in something. And it's like I'm wondering if that was the result. They had had enough of this, or just even just the knowledge that it's being created and it's there, and then I'm talking about, but it's all anonymous. That's my thought, and no one cares because no one else is paying attention and no one else has any idea. So it doesn't matter. I don't matter. And they can disappear, and they can unsubscribe, or that maybe they just took a break, for all I know, or maybe it was just a warning or something. I don't know. I really don't know them, and maybe that's the warning to me for myself about my personal health, sanity, safety, is not to mentally invest. That I don't know. But then it's like trusting in humanity and becoming a part, even a small part, of a greater society or civilization instead of just living out the rest of my existence in solitude, which I can do. I'm used to it. Doesn't mean I like it, but it's what I know. I get stressed out by being around other people, so I just am by myself. So I'd like to think that I can do more. So it's confusing to me. I try to expand my horizons and do different things, and I don't know, it just doesn't work out. Because it's me. It's always me. It comes back to me. So it's like I'm not learning whatever it is I need to learn, or if I'm learning it, I don't know what to do with it, because I'm, and I can attribute and assign and project it to being autistic and my own personal limitations of experience, awareness, and sensory aptitudes. But I know, well, I don't really know what I don't know, and I don't know what I do know. And there's a, I guess that's a potentially good thing and a potentially bad thing, because I could accidentally say something or do something that might have a negative impact on somebody else. So that's why I'm just careful. Maybe I haven't been careful enough. So I don't know. And I did also mention, and because I don't know how people interpret things and what words mean to other people sometimes, and if they don't actually watch, they don't know, and it's like, oh, that could be bad, so I'll just not watch. It's like I mentioned, like acts. This is an act of exhibitionism, and I mean it in the sense of revealing personal ideas, truths, beliefs, with less reservation and inhibition. So that's all I meant by exhibitionism. That's all it is. So, and I don't know. I guess that's all I've got. Yeah. And I did check, and I cannot accidentally subscribe to myself and then unsubscribe. So I thought, well, maybe I was subscribed to myself and I accidentally unsubscribed. And it's like, no, it recognizes me on my devices, so it will. It can add views. Like I can artificially add views, but I think it'll detect that over time and delete it. But I was like, because I don't like that. I like genuine views or non-views, and so. And that was the other thing. It's like maybe they don't like the idea that I participate and communicate on their stuff, and anybody could just click on and then go, and then I'm there and I'm talking about stuff. So I don't know. It's confusing. I didn't come back from the dead, as I like to say, or don't like to say. I don't know. I didn't get into recovery, sobriety, come back to life, all that stuff, to be a moderator, mediator of online social media personality, being and maintaining and trying to puzzle through the noise and static and what is it? Ego, reputation, self-image, politics, and drama of online realms. There's just a lot going on, and I don't understand it. I'm not good at it. Just all the different little social dynamics, and it's like I just feel like I should just stay out of it. Because I don't understand. So it's like I feel like I'm just fumbling about and hurting people's feelings, not understanding, and it's like I'm probably just being, mocked and ridiculed and all that stuff. But I don't matter. So it's like, and then probably just people just feel sorry for me or angry at me, and then so who knows? But if I don't participate, I don't contribute, then I know for sure that it can't be about me. So that's maybe the better solution is just to not contribute, not participate. Because, if I'm the one that's always initiating dialogue, then maybe they've gotten tired of my dialogue and they just want me to go away, which I can do. And it's like my understanding and agreement is not a prerequisite for it being true. It can be true regardless.